Hey everybody, last we left off, we defeated Titania, so we just gotta, continue on, doing whatever. Dancred wishes to have a word with the hero of the hour, and he's got a little present. I knew you could do it, and not only because of your blessing, you have a strength all your own, and it has seen us through many a trial. With the warden defeated, I believe our work here is done. It is time we were going together, needless to say. To the bitter end, the fate of our two worlds being at stake and all that. Now then, I suggest we hurry back to the Crystarium. Much and more may have happened while we were frolicking with the Fey folk. That Ranjit elected to pursue us makes me hopeful the city was spared Yulmor's attentions, but I would sooner see for myself. Besides, I believe I speak for all when I say that I've had a bellyful of ill-may. Let us away before the fairies think to play with us again. Alright, let's get going. Yo! All seems well, thank goodness. Though we've spent most of our time on the road, Minfilia and I actually have apartments here. Perhaps now we may finally make use of them. I see nothing out of the ordinary. The city appeareth... really appeareth? Fucking appeareth, okay. The city appeareth unchanged from when last I visited. There is the self-same comforting hum of activity in the air. Can't tell if this is going to be voiced or not. I've been getting fooled recently. Yeah, that looks definitely like metal.
All seems well at the Crystarium.
Yes. Yulmor was plainly more concerned with finding us. How flattering.
Oh, could it be? You know what? I didn't want that one.
You certainly took your time. I had half resolved to complete the task myself.
We don't know who this guy is, right? At this point?
And you are...
Yeah.
Were one to study the annals of Garlean history, one would find yonder visage on many a page.
Good.
Though by rights, its youth should long since have faded.
Classic historical Urion there.
Well, we have a historian in our midst. That spares me a lengthy explanation. I am Solus Sos Galvus, founding father of the Garlean Empire, and under various guises, the architect of myriad other imperially inclined nations. As for my true identity, I am Emmett Selk, Asian.
Emmett Selk, huh?
Gaius spoke of you. A native of the Source.
Equal in rank to La Habrea. And you came all this way just to introduce yourself to us?
How did he get here, though?
Behold the sky, restored to its former glory. Have you ever seen a more affecting spectacle? Oh, it is truly, deeply...
Wretched?
infuriating.
Close.
Do you have any idea how much you have delayed the rejoining?
Fuck you.
Following the flood, the first had been listing ever further towards the light, towards stasis. The end was in sight. Enter man and his indomitable spirit. He would haul the world back from the brink. And adding his lumpen weight to the power of growth, he duly tipped the scales, if only by a fraction. Yet a fraction was enough to spoil the perfect imbalance needed to bring about a rejoining. Had mankind continued to live in idleness under Vorthri's rule, all the conditions would have been met. But you had to come and ruin it all.
You!
Thanks to your meddling, Light's supremacy is in doubt, and our painstakingly laid plans are in tatters!
Well, I should begin by thanking you for confirming Urianger's theories on the inner workings of the Calamity. He will be most pleased. As for what happens next, might I suggest you admit defeat and walk away?
Happy to let me go, are you? Because the murderous glint in your eye suggests otherwise. Indeed, it is enough to make me think better of confronting you alone.
Good thing I'm not alone.
Look, it did cross my mind to simply side with Vorthri and kill you all. But that's no different from what La Habrea did. And we all know how well that ended for him. And so, while it is liable to be troublesome, I have settled upon a different approach. Cooperation. I will not raise a hand to hinder your hunt for the Light Wardens. If you desire it, I will even lend you my knowledge and strength.
Since time immemorial, you and yours have labored to rejoin the 13 shards, at the cost of countless lives. Do you expect us to believe that your objective has suddenly changed?
Nay, our objective is the same as it ever was. Though I dare say, you do not know our motive. A war waged without knowledge of the enemy is no war. It is mere bloodletting. Just once, might we not seek to find common ground?
Dude, what the fuck are you up to?
For good or ill, I am immortal. Provided I have the inclination, I can always begin anew, scheme and conspire to my heart's content. But this time I thought that I might instead try to see eye to eye, to understand what drives the hero of the Source, to determine if our goals are truly incompatible. So come, shed your preconceptions. See beyond the unscrupulous villains you take us for. When all is said and done, we may find ourselves pleasantly surprised. The proud discoverers of a path of cooperation rather than opposition. Think of it.
I'm just so stunned. I haven't had anything to say. Did you just throw a fucking card at him?
Thou hast delivered thy proposal, and we would not dismiss it outright. If I may offer thee counsel, however, to make thy case via an illusion reflecteth poorly upon thy sincerity.
My apologies. You will forgive me if I'm not entirely at ease in the presence of a famed Ascian Slayer. I felt it only prudent to take precautions. Nonetheless, your counsel is duly noted. I take my leave, friends. Rest assured, we shall meet again soon.
Was that the real one? Or did he have the need to put on a show for an illusion? Fuck, dude. Finding some common ground with an Ascian. My entire being rebels the very notion. That an Ascian of Emmett Selk's standing should willingly reveal himself unto us, and at this of all junctures, is most interesting. So, that was an Ascian. Thancred told me all about them. He appears to be gone, but I won't be lowering my guard just yet. Cooperation? He can't be serious, can he? Well, we've certainly been given much to ponder, but first things first, we should report to the Exarch. You can run along, Fluxy. We're perfectly capable of handling this little task. In light of your recent exertions, I'd say you've earned a rest. Go on, take yourself off to bed. We'll see you later, refreshed and ready for more. Alright. But what if I want to see if you guys have more dialogue? In that case, I would step inside here. You know, oh, no. Apparently no one decided to come. I mean, I could still talk to the Crystal Exarch. That your safe and triumphant return should be spoiled by an uninvited guest. But let us not dwell on here and now. I shall have the details of your mission from the others. You, meanwhile, should get some rest. In fact, I'm not sure how you beat them in here. Typical of the Warrior of Darkness. Now I shall appear over here. Alright. Ah, welcome back, miss. We've been expecting you. You will find refreshments laid out in your quarters. I hope that they are to your liking. Will you be retiring now? Yeah. Very good, miss. I bid you a pleasant evening. Sandwich basket. Cool. Time for some Ardbert! This one's gonna be a little more solemn, because, we did just get done with, last time we saw him, Seto. Which was this bird. So. Hey, there's the sandwich basket. Oh. I hope the past few days have not been overly taxing. Pray, take your rest and recover. I still feel like it's going to be voiced after this one.
From the Exarch, is it? With that mirror of his, he can watch your every move, you know. You'll probably think you're talking to yourself. Still, he's keeping you well fed.
You knew the Exarch?
Judging by his people's faith in him, he seems to be a decent sort. But so much about him remains shrouded in mystery. Like, what was he doing back in my day? There was no such person when I was around. A lot's happened since the flood, though. Since I was set adrift. I know little more than you do of this city's history and the Exarch's past. Not that it matters. It's Emmett Selk we should be concerned about.
Yeah, concerned about you.
When our world was about to be consumed by light, the Ascian in white appeared before us. He said that the only way for us to live on was to bring about the rejoining.
No.
Desperate as we were, we heeded his words, not realizing that the flood was of the Ascian's own making. They cannot be trusted. None of them.
Oh, I know.
But Emmett Selk had one thing right. One should not fight blindly. That's what we did. And it cost us everything we held dear.
You're putting me off my dinner? Why are there so many rude options in this one? Not everything. Like the second option, you had Seto.
You mean Seto? Well, that's... I suppose you're right. He's done some growing. When we were traveling together, he was nowhere near as big. And he obviously couldn't speak. I had no idea how much that medallion meant to him. What about you, anyway? You must have a friend like Seto. Chocobo, perhaps?
I do.
Come on, you tell me something for a change.
Let me tell you about my chocobo Quetzalcoatl. I just call him Quetzal. Or her. I actually never checked. How the fuck did I end up in bed? I was just talking to Ardbert. Who ate my sandwiches? All fucking 14 of them. Oh well, I'll go order more. Realpolitik. I'm assuming for getting past a certain point in the story.